Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your Technogym bench workout. My name's Ethan, I'm a resident Technogym trainer here at HQ, and today I'm going to take you through a 30-minute total body workout. Now don't worry, this is going to be applicable for everyone from beginners, intermediate, or those of you that are also advanced, okay? Now if you don't have the Technogym bench available at hand, today I am going to provide you some bodyweight alternatives to the exercise selection that we do. This workout today is going to be 3 segments of 3 exercises, and we're going to perform 2 rounds per segment. The way we're going to do it is time-based, so you can select your own intensity and train at your own speed, okay? Of course, I'm going to encourage you, push you to go a little bit faster, push a little bit harder, but if you want to slow it down or take it easier and you're finding it a little bit challenging, okay, you can choose your own pace to train at. So, before we get started, inside the Technogym bench, you'll notice that we have the elastic bands, we have the knuckles available here, okay, which we're going to use, and also the dumbbells. Now, if you have the Technogym bench with you, I want you to select one weight of dumbbell, 2 dumbbells, but of only one weight, okay? In this case, I'm going to go with a 7.5, okay? And I also want you to take 1 set of knuckles. You'll notice that there are 3 different weights. And just get those ready on the floor in front of you. Now, before we start, I want to do a nice little warm-up with you, okay? So, I'm going to go behind the bench. What I want you to do is place 1 foot onto the bench and drive your knee down to the floor, your back knee opening up the hips, okay, as much as you can. And from here, we're then going to bring our hips back, extend our hamstring, try reach for our toe, and then move forwards back into that hip extension, okay? And we're just going to rock between us. Now, those of you without the bench, okay, we're going to go from a kneeling position, hips forwards, okay, and just drive our hips back, extending our hamstring, and so on. We're going to do this rocking movement on the floor as well. Okay, so keep going. We're going to aim for 5 rocks, okay? Knee down, up, come back, good, 1, back, 2, fantastic, 3, good, 4, last one, 5, great work. Now we're going to do the other leg, okay? So remember, if you're on the floor, same thing as before, just swap sides, sink down, open up that hip, rock our weight back, good. Forwards, open up the hip, rock our weight back. There we go, nice and easy, okay? Don't rush, feel the stretch. Once you feel the stretch, you can relax. We're going to keep it dynamic, okay? Last one. Great work. Okay? Make sure we're going to reach, touch our toe in that position. Now, our second exercise, okay? It's going to be onto our knees, hands in front of us. Just going to drive our hips back, head through the hands. Okay, make sure you get the positioning right, the distance. Through the hands. From here, we're going to rotate through, back up, sink down, rotate through, back up, sink down. Remember, it's very important to keep the pressure through the hand on the bench. Just a little bit of an upper body mobilization. And do this 5 times each side. That's 3. 3. Great work. Keep it going there, okay? 2 more each side. Up, sink, rotate. 1 more each side. Sink, rotate. Last one. Good. Rotate. Good. Now, we're lifted up, okay? A little bit of a stretch now. So, now we've finished our prep phase, we're going to go into the first segment of the first 3 exercises. So, the first segment, we're going to focus on the lower body. And the first exercise of the first segment is going to be a banded squat and press. So I want you to select 2 bands, if you prefer, yellow being the lightest, okay, grey being moderate, and black being the most challenging, okay? I like to lay all the bands out at the same time just to make sure that they don't get tangled. So let's just get that ready and in position, because you may want to increase the resistance as you go. For this first set, I'm going to take the grey bands, okay? We're going to hold the bands up on our shoulders, just make sure the other bands are out of the way, okay? We're going to sink our hips back, stand and press for a little bit more fluid, okay? Great work. Okay, second exercise, we're going to take our knuckles. And we're going to put 1 foot on the bench, split squat position, and we're going to use the knuckles to drive down, elevate, and back up. Down, elevate, and back up. Now, of course, because we're only doing 2 rounds, we're going to do the first round with 1 leg and the second round with the other. Last but not least, is something a little bit more plyometric. We're going to do a bench jump, okay? So stand behind the bench, sink up, nice soft cushion on the landing. Okay, those are our 3 exercises with the bench. Now, alternatives, if you don't have the bands or the bench available, we're going to do a body weight squat, okay? Our second will be a split squat, so body weight, back knee to the floor and up, okay? And our third will just be a body weight jump, okay? There we have it. So, are you ready? On my timer, in 5 seconds, we're going to do our first exercise of our first round, the squat and press. In 3, 2, 1, 40 seconds. Good. Squat down, keep our feet flat, knees out, drive up, push up, try not to arch our back as we press. Okay, keep that rib cage down. Full extension, 40 seconds. Good. And this is where we're at, okay? Make sure we want to sink down to the bum touches the bench, using a bench as a marker for depth. And use our hips as we come up to help drive our hands up. Okay, halfway, 20 seconds to go. Great work, keep it there. Find a nice, comfortable rhythm for you to keep working. Remember, for those of you at home, we're doing body weight squats, okay? You don't have access to the bench. In 5, in 4, in 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds rest. Okay, and then we're going to get into our second exercise. Remember, it's that split squat with the bench and knuckles, 1 foot on the bench. Okay, down, drive up, down, come back up. Otherwise, body weight, split, to the floor, and back to stand. 40 seconds work. Now, let's go. So, foot back, down, good. There we go. Add that shoulder raise, good. Keep it stable. Remember, we want to keep our knee tracking over our foot. And we want to avoid as much inward rotation to the hip as possible. Good. Keep it there. Lovely work. Fantastic. 15 seconds to go. Okay, stay with me. Keep following. If you're struggling with the depth, you can always regress it. Put the back foot on the floor. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and rest in there. Good. Third exercise, first round of the first segment in 10 seconds, okay? So remember, we're going to go for that bench jump. Otherwise, just a body weight jump in the space that you have available, okay? Let's go. Up, nice and soft on the landing, and we step down. Jump up, soft on the landing, step down. Okay, nice flat foot landing, using our arms to generate momentum to make sure that we make it onto that bench. Okay, if the jumps are a little bit too tough, you can just focus on a step. Okay, single leg step. Try to keep balance on one leg. Otherwise, I want to see you jumping, okay? 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and rest it there. Great. 20 seconds work. Maybe we can increase that intensity a little bit now. So if you want to go into using the black bands, now is the time to make that a reality. So, are you ready? Because we're going to start now. Let's get it. Bum to box, up, press. Good. Bum to box, up. Nice, fluid movement. And keep your own rhythm. You don't have to stay with me. If you want to go a little bit faster, you can. If you want to go a little bit slower, you can. No problem. The important thing is you stay consistent in your speed and you just keep moving. I don't want you to stop. It's halfway. In fact, over halfway. Let's keep going. For 10, 9, 8, good. 7, keep it there. Remember, feet flat as we come down. Butt to box, drive up through the hip and the arm. 3, 2, rest it there. Great work, guys. Now, remember, second round, and because we did a split unilateral exercise, we're going to swap sides this time, okay? So changing the foot that goes on the bench, or the foot that goes behind us. We start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Sink, raise, up, sink, raise, up. Good. Remember, keeping that front foot nice and flat, aiming for those 90-degree angles, driving down with the back knee Back up. Good. Control that breathing. It's warm in here, huh? I know. Keep going. Up. Good. Sink. Up. 10 seconds left. Good. Lat raised. Up. Right. Good. Down we go. Lat raised. Good. Up. Keep it there. Come on. Last rep and rest. Well done. Lovely work, guys. Now we're going to go into those bench jumps. Like I keep reminding you, if you don't have the bench to jump on, it's a body weight jump, okay? Squat jump. We're going to start in 5. Are you ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nice work. Good. 1. Up. 2. Good. Remember, guys, if you don't have the bench, we're going body weight. Jump, stick, stand. Sink, jump, stick, stand, okay? Lovely. Don't rush, but keep moving. 20 seconds to go. Good work. Woo. My heart rate's up already. Yours should be as well. But if you're still with me and you're keeping up with this rhythm, you're doing incredibly well, so keep it there, okay? Remember, you can reduce the intensity by slowing down a little bit or make it harder by speeding up. Last rep and resting. There. So that right there is segment 1. Let's get into segment 2. What I want you to do first is put your knuckles away. We're finished with these now. Okay? We are, however, going to keep the dumbbells available. Our first exercise is going to be a dumbbell press. Okay? Legs up, back flat, dumbbell by our shoulders. We drive up, keeping our knuckles and our wrist over our elbow. Okay? Up and press. Okay? 40 seconds. Right? Second exercise is going to be a dumbbell row. One dumbbell goes down. We're going to put our hand on the bench. Okay? Split our stance from here. And we're going to drive that dumbbell back to our hip. Okay? Keeping our back nice and straight. Back. Great. Okay? As so. Now, of course, remember, 2 rounds. So we do 1 round with our left hand, 1 round with our right hand. Now, third and final exercise of our second segment is glute bridge. Okay, so for those of you with the bench, we're going to place 1 dumbbell on our hips. We're going to tuck our ankles in as close to our bum as we can. Shoulders on the bench, drive our hips up. Okay, great work. Here, bum. Really focusing on the posterior chain of our lower body in this case. Okay, great. Now, for those of you without the bench, exercise 1. Let me move my dumbbell. Is a push-up, chest to floor and up, okay? Great work. Exercise 2. We're going to go down onto our front, hands behind our head, and perform a back extension, lifting our chest off the floor. And finally, exercise 3. We're going to do the same movement, but without the weight. So, on the floor, hands by our side, hips come up, and if you want to make this more challenging, we're going to march our knee to our chest and then come back down. Up, march knee to the chest and back down. Okay, are you ready? Exercise number 1. For those of you with me with the bench, we're going dumbbell press, legs up, 40 seconds work. Those of you without the bench, push-ups in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's go, 40 seconds, up, back down. We push and just keep nice, consistent, fluid rhythm. Okay? And up. Come down for 2 seconds. Up. Good. Keep the rhythm there. Remember, we're working for 40 seconds with 20 seconds rest to transition into the second exercise. Good. Keep your back flat to the bench. Feet and knees together if you can. Keep our wrists over our elbows at all times, just to make sure we get a full pushing movement through our chest and triceps. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. Now let's get into that bent over row position. Okay, remember, if you don't have the bench or the weights, we're going into a back extension on our front, hands on our head, and fully extending our chest up off the floor. Those of you with me with the bench, we're going hand on bench, 1 foot in front, 1 foot behind, back straight, 40 seconds. Ready? In 3, in 2, 1, let's go. Good. Keep the back straight, keep the spine neutral. Good. Lovely work. Great, great, great. Come on, keep it going. 40 seconds to go. And we're over halfway through those 40 seconds. 15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, and rest. In there for 20 seconds. Okay? Now, that third exercise, we can go into that glute bridge. You know what you're doing if you don't have the weight on the bench, and now you're going to follow me if you do. Try to keep the same repetition and same movement with me, so the same fluidity through the movement for 40 seconds. Let's go. Up we go. Up. Tempo is important. We want to keep moving all times. 2, 3. There it is. Keep that rep count. 4. Same sort of intensity. 5. Squeeze those glutes at the top. 6, 7, 8. Keep it going. Come on. 9. We're over halfway. 15 seconds. 11. Fantastic. Come on, guys. Keep pushing and stay with me. Push. In 3. In 2. In 1. And rest it there. 20 seconds. We're going to go straight back into that first exercise of the second segment. Okay, it is our second round of this segment. So, only one more time per exercise. Okay, are you ready? We're going to start in 4. Remember, if you cannot do the dumbbell press, we're going to do a push-up, okay? And if you need to take a rest in between reps, you can. Let's go. Legs up, hands up, down to our shoulder, keeping our hand and wrist above the elbow. 2. Keep the knees in contact if you can. Squeeze the chest at the top and try to keep your back flat to the bench. Fantastic. Lovely. We're aiming for about 30 repetitions, okay? If you need to do less, no problem. 30 is our objective. If you do more, well done. Great work. 15 seconds. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. Let's get into that bent over row position. Remember, we're going the other side now, so we need to face the other way. Split that position. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Keeping that back straight. Just have our belly button pulled in, pulling the dumbbell back to our hip, okay? We don't want to shrug it up. We want to pull it back. Good. Really engaging those lats and not necessarily our traps. We're looking to get as many reps in as we can within that time through staying consistent and fluid with our movement. Great work. Come on, push. Push, keep going. In 10 seconds. 8, 6, cheating, aren't I? 3, 2, 1, and rest. Glute bridge for one last time, okay? Remember, for those of you doing the body weight version, it's with a march, meaning we're going to bring our knee to our chest at the top of the movement. Those of you using the bench, feet tucked in, let your heart rate drop. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, drive, up, 1, come down, up, 2, lovely work, good, drive up, 3, 4, 5, good, just keep that rhythm there, hips down, drive up, engage those glutes as much as we can, pushing through a nice flat foot. You've got 20 seconds, just under. Push, push, good, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest in there. Onto our feet, guys. Great work. We are now we're going to go into our third and final segment of this workout. 2 rounds, super fast, and then we are finished for the day, okay? Exercise number 1, for those of you with the bench, we're going to double up with a band, okay? And we're going to hit a banded rotation. What does this mean? Hands down by our hip to the side, close to the bench, soft in the hips and knees, core tight, hip to shoulder, okay? Good. And we're going to repeat this movement. If you do not have the bench, we're going to perform a Russian twist. Feet down, chest up, we're going to touch the floor behind us as so, okay? That's our first exercise for those of you with the bench and without. Let's do that, and in the next 20 seconds rest, I'm going to explain to you the second exercise. Are you ready? Let's get going in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's go, 40 seconds. Remember, we're doing 2 rounds, so 1 round one side, 1 round the other. Good. Hip up as high as we can to shoulder. Hip up as high as we can to shoulder. I want you to try and keep your hips fixed as best you can as you rotate. It's tough, okay? You want to make it a bit easier. You can use different color bands or just one band, okay? Really focus on that core recruit. Right, let's stay there. Let's do this together like this. Okay, remember, 40 seconds, 20 seconds rest, and 10 seconds to go. 7, 6, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rested there. Now, our second exercise, okay? Just going to put the dumbbells to one side because we don't need those for now. But what I do want you to do is take a band, probably going to be the yellow because this is not an easy exercise, and attach them to your toes, okay? And then we're also going to take the knuckles, and this is a dead bug. Legs up, arms up, alternating sides and back. Sides and back, okay? For those of you without the weight, you're going to do the same thing on the floor without the band or the knuckles. So from here, legs up, hands up, alternating sides, keeping the back flat to the floor. Let's go. I've given you too much rest, which means that you're slacking, or I am, one or the other. But it doesn't matter, so we're going to get into it in 3, in 2, 1, let's go. Alternating sides, 40 seconds. 2, 2, 3, good, 40 seconds, keep it going. Keep the tension in the band. Keep that back flat to the bench. Keep going. Great work. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Last, third, and final exercise of this round. Take the band off. We don't need any weights, but we are going to do a mountain climber. Now, you're either going to do the mountain climber on the bench, hands on the bench. We're going to really bring those knees up to our chest, or you're going to do the same on the floor. We're going to aim from knee to elbow. Okay, let's get going. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Here, right up to the chest, 40 seconds. I want you to pull your belly button in as tight as you can and really focus on contracting those abs as much as possible. You notice that the grip here is nice and easy on the wrist. In case that's a concern for you, keep it going. And just follow my rhythm for the reps. We've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest it there. Second round, coming in hot. Okay, last exercise, last round of the 3 exercises in segment 3. So remember, select your band, your resistance. We're going to go hip up to shoulder, okay? Are you ready? In 3, in 2, in 1, from hip up to the shoulder, back down, but we should be facing the other way, okay? I'm going to face you, but you should be doing it in the opposite direction now, okay? 2, 3, 40 seconds work. Great work, keep going. Keep it there. Keep rotating, good. 20 seconds to go. 17, 16, come on. 10, 9, 8, remember, soft in the hips and knees, really recruiting that core as much as when we can rotate. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest it there, okay? Get ready into those dead bugs. Remember, those of you that don't have the weights, you're doing the same movement on the floor without load. Take your knuckles, attach your bands, dead bug in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Tuck, tuck. Lovely. 40 seconds here. And we are nearly finished. We've only got one more exercise after this, and then we're done. $20 left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest it there. We have our last exercise, guys. 20 seconds rest. If you can, put your weights back in that rest period, okay? We're going to get everything ready and finish off with those mountain climbs. Are you ready? In 3, in 2, in 1. Let's go up to the chest. We don't have to rush. Up to the chest. We want full, maximal contraction of the abdominals. Keep going. There we go. Always starting, thinking of keeping the spine neutral, our head in a neutral position. Keep it there, come on. Almost done, guys. Almost done. 18 seconds left, come on. 15, 14, with the seconds, 13, 12, 11, let's speed it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work, guys. Well done. And that right there is the end of our 30-minute total body workout with the Technogym bench. Last little bit, we're going to do some quick stretching, okay? Just 2 minutes of stretching. Before you do that, I just want you to put the weights back, the bands back, if you have anything out, okay? Let's make sure we put everything back. And let's get into those stretches. So first stretch, just like our warm-up, but we're going to hold it. We just want you to hold this position. If you can put your hands down on the bench as well, sink as low as you can. Just hold it here for 2 deep breaths. 1 and 2. Up we go. 1 leg straight, back straight. Lean forwards, hold. 2 deep breaths. 1 and 2. Swap sides, sink deep. If we can, hands on the bench. Just feel stretching that hip. 2 deep breaths. 1 and 2. Fantastic. Up we go. Leg out. Hold. Lean. 1 and 2. Great. Next one, we're going to go lateral. Foot on the box. Okay, we're just going to drive our hips back. Now, for those of you without the bench, you can literally stand, lean over, and drive those hips back and get the same kind of stretch. Okay, for us with the bench, we're going to put our foot up, drive our hips back, and hold there. Stretch the groin and the inside of that leg for 3, 2, 1. Other side, swap side, leg up, hips back, hold for 3, 2, 1. We have our last stretch. Okay, leg across the bench. Feel that stretch in our glute. We're just going to hold, sink our hips down, hold here, keep our back straight for 3, 2, 1. Let's swap sides, come up slow. Other leg. Hold it there. Sit deep for 3, 2, 1. And there we have it, guys. Fantastic.